that stuff is. I was supposed to have this thing already on and going. I'm not very good at this. All right. Get back over to the comments here. Hello, Andrews, Texas, both of y'all. No sound. Do you have sound now? Ah, I did the whole intro without sound. I'm horrible at this. We got to do the intro again. Hold on. Hey everybody, I'm Michael Bunker. I've just got here. Nothing happened before that box exploded. There wasn't a whole intro where I didn't have the microphone turned on. That didn't happen. God, that was stupid. I keep plugging this microphone in, but I don't. There's a button you got to flip it on. So anyways, I did this whole intro where I explained who I was. I make beer, I make wine, I make whiskey, I grow things. I'm a preparedness guy, lived off grid for 15 years. I know how to do stuff. I know first aid. I've done a surgery on a pig, all different kinds. I know how to butcher animals with my bare hands when it's hot with no electricity whatsoever, no refrigeration, no ice. See, I did the whole intro, but nobody got to see it. Well, they got to see it, but there was no sound. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at the famous rolling table. I'm just going to roll some cigars. I thought about doing like a regular, there's things I want to say, and maybe they'll come out anyway. With everything going on, it's just so heavy. It's so dark. Looks like things are being really, really manipulated, and people are getting hurt. Property, there's a wasp. Oh, I will cut you in half. I will too. I have one of those Amish fly swatters. I would love to do a Miyagi though and cut this wasp in half. Very interesting times we live in. I see China and Iran laughing their asses off right now. Yeah, yeah, they sure did the old whoopsie doo, didn't they? No, got something else going on. Iran. There's an Oran too, I think. You see this wasp? At some point in the evening, I'm going to cut the wasp in half. Or I'm going to cut myself. That's probably what's going to happen. I can do it better with this. So, with all this crazy stuff happening and riots and whatnot, and people burning stuff and breaking stuff, and it's all being manipulated, faked, pulling up palletfuls of bricks and leaving them on the sidewalk. I just thought it would be better to hang out. We could talk about whatever you want to talk about. I have nothing planned. I went through in my mind all kinds of stuff, and I have so many things to teach you, but it can get heavy, you know. It can get heavy. Yeah, get the chopstick. I'm just gonna keep my chaveta. So you're gonna learn something today, whether you like it or not. This knife, very, very sharp, is called a chaveta. All right. So now you know that. All right. So we're gonna get started. In my mold from last time, from the last show, which was like 3 shows ago or 2 shows ago, I have three cigars here that are still in the mold from last time. So we're going to do maybe 4 or 5 today, and then I will rotate those out, and I will wrap the ones that are in the mold. I've already got a bunch of Brazilian Seco Cubra Seco filler right here. I'm going to get a binder. And so if y'all have something you want to talk about, throw it up there. Put it in the comments section. Put it on the oven and cook it with that stove I bought. All right. And we'll talk about it within reason. Grab it with the chopsticks. Look at this. This is a very, very death wish kind of wasp. He's got a whole room he could hang out in. Well, hello, Alexander. Hello. So here we go. This is a Nicaraguan binder that our friend Bill War Dog Heim from here sent me. Very, very nice. Very nice. This wasp is going to get it. He's aggravating me. He probably likes the smell of this tobacco because this stuff smells sweet. What's going on out there in the world? Anybody see any writing today? I saw some stuff on TV. Not TV. I don't have TV, but on the videos, I saw some stuff. I just saw a bunch of riots going on in LA, Hollywood, and whatnot. Interesting times, they say. So if I'm looking down, it means I'm doing something important. But you guys could still type in stuff, and then we can talk about it when I look back up. This is Honduran Seco filler, I believe what I said. So we got no, this is Brazilian, sorry, Brazilian Seco filler. We got the Nicaraguan binder. And I'll have to look up the wrapper again because I think it's Honduran. There's going to be a protest in Odessa? Oh, Odessa's turned into an interesting place, man. I saw 4 kids holding signs at an intersection at Nowhere, Arkansas. I thought it was kids doing a car wash. Yeah, I saw it today. I was on Facebook. And in the Facebook marketplace, some lady was trying to stir up a protest in Brownwood. And she was getting more hate and invitations to kick her ass for her than she was getting people willing to protest. But there were the normal hoo-ha's on there. I just thought it was interesting. You know, they're like advertising in Facebook Marketplace. Hey, anybody want to go protest? We're going to stop this nonsense. No, these are not heirloom non-GMO. They could be. I don't know. I have grown my own, and I've got a mold here filled with 8 cigars from my 2015 crop. But no, I would doubt that they're probably non-GMO because I've never even heard of GMO tobacco. I don't know why they would do it. I mean, it could be non-GMO just because there's no reason. The same people are going to buy there's not a big movement of people rollers out there going, no, I don't want no GMOs, or I want some GMOs. Hello, Brett and Dana. Hello, Daniel. Alexander. Randomus Maximus. Glad you guys could be here. We are rolling. And so what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to roll 2, I think, just to get my hands warmed up for the mold. And then I'm going to roll one that I'm going to do just top to bottom, beginning to end, do a whole complete free roll cigar. So you see the entire process uninterrupted, and what the natural art of cigar rolling is actually like without the interference of the kind of the more industrial processes. But so I got here just a bunch. It's not wrapped. It's going to be waiting to go into the mold. I'm going to do another one real quick. And then after I get 2 to go in the mold, I'll get them started in the mold. That'll set our timing up a little better. And then I'll free roll one. Top to bottom, beginning to end. Straight 100% tobacco. 2 closest towns of over 10,000. We're going to have protests today and tomorrow. Yeah. I doubt there'll be but 5 people there if it's 10,000. Well, you're in Michigan. Could be anything. Where I am, ain't nothing happening. It's more of a, it's like watching Bosnia or Sudan or something. Just watch it on TV. I mean, they had some problems in Dallas and Houston, San Antonio, big cities. They're all, well, all but Houston are about 2.5 hours from me. Houston's probably 4. Oh, nice there. Nice. 136 plants, man. Have you studied or have you cured the tobacco before for cigars? Or are you using it for cigarettes or because that's the hard part. Guaranteed or organic heirlooms. All right. Most of the tobacco that I buy and even the seeds that I buy, they don't mention anything, and so that just kind of tells me that there's not really a market for it. Because usually, even if it's not anything they did, it just happens to be an heirloom variety. They they would advertise it if anybody wanted it. With the protests going on, I suppose I don't feel really allied to either side. Yeah, I like civilization too. I'm not allied with either side. Uh, I would like to see uh, the police not engaged in brutality, obviously. I'd also like to see people not tearing down civilization when they got nothing to replace it with other than worse conditions. I have some cop friends, and I like the police officers that are nice. I have had bad experiences all my life, and do not have a very favorable opinion of the attitude of most police officers. And some of this is definitely a comeuppance. You might need new T-shirts with the new you. Yeah, I have to get a logo T-shirt, but I'm not sure what that would look like yet. So I'm with you, Aaron. I don't have a side other than I don't think people ought to be doing violence except in self-defense. People that do it should get caught, should get prosecuted, or if somebody catches them in the act, just take care of it right then. Self-defense. Yeah, I saw that one with the bricks. Yeah, I'm with you. My side is God's side, and I'm not going to be pushed around, made to bow to some camp or another just because, you know, those of you who have been around me for 20 years, and a lot of you have, know that I was a student of Malcolm X for a lot of reasons, but I studied his life and style, and in his autobiography, Malcolm X talked about, this was after he had left the Nation of Islam, and he was basically talking with Alex Haley, the guy who wrote Roots. And He was saying, back in the day during the height there of the tensions, the civil rights stuff going on, he and Lincoln Rockwell, head of the KKK, and the FBI would meet. They had meetings where they decided what they were going to do, who was going to do what kind of stuff was going to go on, how many people were going to get arrested, all that. They had it all planned out, and postulates later, it's wasp. America would have never accepted Martin Luther King. Never. If everything was going one direction, and then all of a sudden they said, hey, we got this Martin Luther King guy. That was my Norm Macdonald impersonation. We got this Martin Luther King guy. People would have said, no, we're not interested in that. Socialism, whatever, not interested in. But if you want Martin Luther King, and you want to change society in certain ways, what you do is you get yourself a Malcolm X. So Malcolm X's job was to scare the white folk so that they would do whatever their camp said to do. And then you had Lincoln Rockwell, who was the head of the KKK, and his job was to scare the black folk, get them to act a certain way. What you do is you play A and B and A and B and A and B and A and B until everybody's fed up, and then you give them C, which is what you wanted all along. Yeah, Norm Macdonald reference with Martin Luther King. I do impersonations, by the way. But so we got two now that are going into the mold. So anyways, my whole point with that is the thing is not the thing. You're always looking over here. They got Antifa out there dangling them like little puppets from Godfather. And people are looking at Antifa and they're like, nope, don't want that. That's scary. Got to get rid of that. Well, thank you, Dana, for the super chat. I appreciate it. That's how we keep doing this. The super sticker. When you're looking at Antifa, like I said in yesterday's show, Antifa is nothing. They're nothing. They're a joke. They're out there dangling out there for you to look at. Whatever they offer short of that is what they wanted all along. That's the extreme. So just keep that in mind. Got to go. All right. See you later, Alexander. Y'all thought I was going to say see you later, alligator, but I said see you later, Alexander. So I have these three that are in here from the last time, which was a couple nights ago. And they have been in here. I've rotated them a couple times. But so what we're going to do, we're going to leave those in here for right now because I'm going to do a hand rolled top to bottom one. So I'm going to move these up a little bit. And that's going to leave me two spaces. Actually, I'm going to move them down. Sorry. And then I'm going to put these that I just rolled in the mold. Now, this is the part that gets a little bit awkward, is the word, because I got to press this thing down, and sometimes it gets a little difficult when you put new cigars in there. We'll see how it works. Ah, got it first time. So, hey, everybody, glad to see everybody. See 16 or 18 or whatever you're in there. Hey, everybody, hit the like button. Pretend like that's really important because it really is. But if you just stop whatever you're doing and hit the like button, that'd be great. Even if you're watching this in the future, if you're a future person and you're looking back in time and you're watching us doing this live, if you just hit the like button right now, that'd be fantastic. Because that's really how YouTube decides whether they're going to ever show my face to anybody else. So if a bunch of people like it, then all of a sudden people are going to get my hidden philosophy climbing into men's brains and laying eggs of freedom. And that's what's going to happen just by you hitting the like button. Michael Bunker is going to lay eggs of freedom in people's brains. See, I almost got into Bill Cosby in there. Michael Bunker, Jello pudding, going to go lay eggs of freedom in people's brains. All right. So now we got 5 in there. Now I'm going to roll one top to bottom, beginning to end. You're going to see the whole thing right here. This course that you're going to get in the next 3 to 4 minutes would cost thousands of dollars. But wait, there's more. You're going to get it for free. You're just going to get to watch. And I'm going to end up with a smokable cigar from bare leaves yanked from a plant. Nobody's chatting. Look at this. Just a leaf. So I'm going to hold up, with the exception of the wrapper, which is just the reason I'm not going to hold it up is because it's in a baggie getting humidified. All right, I know you're there. All right. From this, watch the magic. Thousands of dollars is what this course would cost you. And I'm going to do it right in front of your eyes. The magic is here. It's in the fingertips. I'm goofing off because nobody's talking. It's just quiet. So we take our middle spine, or our, whatever you want to call it. Look at this trick. Bam. So then we got our half leaves. I'm glad you all could be here. This is fantastic. More people were talking, that would be fantastic too, but you know, we work with what we got. This is going to be fantastic. You remember when that was just a stack of leaves? Oh, a bunch just popped in. All right. So hello, Scott. War Dogheim, we had a big wind and rainstorm blow through last night and this morning. Lots of big trees, branches, and whatnot. Took out a lot of the power. Oh, sorry about that, man. Up in Montana. What do I use to humidify the wrapper? I use this, and then I keep the wrapper in a Ziploc bag. You got to know just the right amount. This is the right kind of magic right here. So we are rolling our Brazilian Seco, Cubra Seco. This is going to, you remember just like, I don't know, a minute and a half ago when this was just like raw, dried leaves of tobacco? Remember that? Keep that in mind. I'm going to do some magic. All right. Roll this on this Nicaraguan binder that War Dogheim sent me. Yeah, this will be close to a 50. I'm not going to measure it, but that's generally what I shoot at. That's my favorite ring gauge, 50. So most of what I roll, I aim for that. I can, after I've been rolling a couple weeks straight, I can get it pretty dead on every time. We'll measure this when I'm done if I can find my ring gauge measurer. Hello, everybody. Hit the like button. I don't know what I'm going to do to keep this coiffure in order. All right. I'm going to cut this a little bit shorter. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put a wrapper on this, and that's what makes it look perfect. I want to get just the right leaf here. I had some that last time that were a little short. That one is going to work. So remember, just like, I don't know, 3-4 minutes ago, we just had a pile of leaves, like something you would jump into on a fall day after you raked them up. Use pectin or gum arabic. Right now I'm using pectin. I like gum arabic, and I think I have some. Yeah, I have some gum arabic right there, but I'm just using pectin. I like it just because it's easier to store, and it's cheaper. I get it at the grocery store. They want like $8, $9 for a jar of gum arabic, 2-ounce jar. So I like to use it, but nobody, including me, will ever know the difference. Now this is all freehand. There's no mold or shaper. All right. Hey, well, thanks, Will. See if you can get a good look at this. Remember like 5 minutes ago? I've got a little pigtail on there. I didn't do a triple cap. We got a little blemish right here. Here's what they would do. Oh, that was just stuck on there from the table. I was going to show you how to fix that. Little bit of a little bumpy, but it always is going to be a little bumpy when it didn't go into the mold. But that's pretty good. That's a pretty good cigar. That would be as good as a lot of them you'll get in your bundles. So let's take a look at what we got here. I don't have my glasses. And so what we're going to do, this is 50 right here. You got to roll it a little. Look at that. That's as close to a 50 ring gauge as that is a 50 ring gauge exactly. It's got a little bump right there, but other than that, that's a 50. That's pretty good. Dead solid square on it. All right. And of course, you know, it would be better to let these things age in the humidor for a while, but this is what we're doing. I gotta go get my ashtray though. I'll be right back. Oh no, I gotta unplug. Hold on a minute. I'm back. Hey, War Dogheim, thank you for that super chat. Very thankful. You guys have no idea. Pauses for applause. All right, I got to do two more. You guys hang around if you want to. We're still talking. I got to do two more for the mold. One of these days, I'll do one of these lives and I'll actually walk you through me receiving the tobacco and how I get it prepared, how I humidify it, how I store it, because that's really a lot to do with it too, having the tobacco in the right condition. Mm. If y'all have any questions, please fire them off here. I got to get a little bit more filler here. All of this is premium tobacco. This is even better. I don't know if you guys have ever watched my video. See you later, Will. I did a video talking about the biggest myths about cigars. And one of them is that the premium cigars have the best tobacco. They have the best looking aesthetics tobacco. They buy first and they buy in bulk and they buy early. A lot of tobacco that does not get bought by the big factories goes into storage, natural humidified storage, sometimes for 3 to 10 to 15 years. Private message me, Shemaine, and I'll let you know, or I'll send you a message, or I'll send Terry a message. And of course, the longer the tobacco is in storage, the longer it continues to slow cure, which means it loses a lot more of its harshness, a lot more of its chemicals, and you just end. It's actually a better quality smoking tobacco. It just doesn't look as pretty. So you can actually buy from places like Leaf Only, who buy up this bulk tobacco that was not bought by the factories, and you can get it pretty cheap, and you don't pay any taxes. There's no federal taxes. It's unfinished tobacco. I'm not encouraging anybody to do this. This is just my hobby, but just informing you. Oh, cigar went out. I have to relight it. Yeah, I'll show you, Bill. I'll do a video where I talk about how I keep the tobacco and how I prepare it, and then what I do like a day before rolling, and then maybe a couple of hours before rolling. So a professional would do several hundred of these a day. Don't think I have enough there. I'm going to need a couple more leaves filler. Need to order some more. When I start to roll, I go months without rolling, but when I start to roll, I usually roll a lot. And it is a fun and addictive. It's very cathartic for those of you who like words. It's a very cathartic thing. Takes your minds off the trouble of the world. That's why I wanted to do this today. Takes your mind off your worries. Gets you back in contact with biological processes and nature, art, culture, history, even philosophy. Hope everybody's doing all right today. I know these are never going to be my most watched videos, although my most watched video is a tobacco rolling video. Most watched video in the history of the Michael Bunker YouTube channel. And it's that way every month, month after month after month. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, Bill. Got my cedar boxes and humidistats in them. Deionized water from work. Yeah, you're doing good. And then it comes down to feel and just experience. You just got to get to where you know what it should feel like when you roll it. And you can keep tobacco for years and years and years. I mean, years, even in poor conditions. If you stack it somewhere, even if it gets dry, if it's unmolested, you can come back in. I've brought tobacco back to life that was 10 years old, and it was beautiful. Once it's cured, it's pretty much good to go. You just have to get it at the right humidity. That was a warning. All right, so I've got 5 here in the mold. I am going to put 2 in, and I'm going to take 1 out that I'm going to put a wrapper on. And then we're going to call it quits because we're at 42 minutes. That should get us right about where we need to be. Everybody will have got to see the whole process. Yeah, Bill, the more you watch and the more you kind of, especially if someone's explaining it to you. I don't know if you see my video about the old world Cuban style rolling. I really go through the explanations, and that really helps because I'm doing a lot of things that I don't talk about, but that I'm doing them, nobody sees them. Scott talking about why people get plastic surgery. There's a lot of reasons. I haven't had any. You would have thought with all the political correctness and all the, oh, you can't call this that anymore, and everybody trying to constantly change the names of stuff, they would have come up with a better term than plastic surgery already. Like, I don't know, something you just figured somebody would have come up with some term, plastic surgery. All right, so I got me a cigar from 3 days ago, whenever it was I did the last video. You guys watched it, some of you. I like it when I get to leave them in the form for a few days and they really take the shape and dry up pretty good. They smoke really good. Positive body sculpting. Yeah, or image positive. I don't know. Image positive manufacturer or something. I don't know. They like the word image. All right, here we go. And there's a million different ways to do this. Everybody kind of develops their own pattern, their own. I see people that they cut it all with one swipe, and I see people that they cut the opposite direction or they flip it upside down and cut it, and whatever works for you. The end product looks right and is smokable, you got to win. I'm going to show you what it's like when you had a cigar in the form for a few days, and you also simultaneously end up with a wrapper that's in really, really good pliable shape. All things come together. Makes you wish you liked cigars. Well, all plastic surgery is done on the face. A lot of surgery is reconstructive, and so I guess it does look like plastic when they do it for vanity reasons and whatnot. Uh, this hair. This is how you make them beautiful right here. I've been telling y'all I need to sharpen this cutter. So the whole thing, camera, everything's going to shake right here. Yeah, I know Babalu. Babalu actually has a class where you can go down there and you can get certified, and then you can ride on their license. They have a license to sell and to do performances, so like to do live rollings where they actually sell the cigars. You have to have a permit and all the license and all that. This one is gorgeous, just gorgeous. I wish the lighting was better, or I could hold it in the right way. But just smooth as silk. Um, so you can go. I could go down there. Hold on just a minute. I got to go get a lighter. Remember where I was. If I can remember where the lighter is. I could go down there, and even though I'm already a pretty advanced roller, sit through their class, and then you probably have to produce some cigars, and then they will book you like wherever you are in the country or whatever. They'll book you into like parties. People hire you for parties and all that. Um, I've thought about doing that, other than I wouldn't want to be doing that a lot. I like to roll them for myself, for some friends, but I wouldn't want to be doing it all the time. All right, y'all. It's your time. What do you want to talk about? Hit the like button. That one's going to be a little hard to relight. All right, we're at 50 minutes. So, hey, y'all, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully, we'll do a regular show maybe tomorrow or the next night. We'll see how it goes. I got to finish up a book. I keep saying that, but I have to do it. And a lot of other stuff going on. So, I appreciate you guys doing stuff. I appreciate all the super chats. Those were great. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, hit the like button if you're new to this, new here on live, or you're new and you're watching this later on YouTube, or if you're watching this on Facebook, you can go to YouTube and subscribe to my channel. And then when I'm doing stuff, and a lot of times I do some hard hitting stuff, and a lot of times I do some ranty stuff, and sometimes I do what's going on in the world. Sometimes I have great advice. I told everybody what to do back in March. Turned out to be really good. You guys can subscribe, and then you'll get you hit the little bell icon, and you'll get the little alerts that tell you when I'm coming on live. All right, y'all. As always, I appreciate you. I love you. I'll see you soon. You guys sleep well, and everybody stay safe.